Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me today on another tasty session with Cook and Bake with Samir. Today, we're going to make for you a very delicious pie and a special pie. It's a pecan pie. We're going to make our own crust. I'm going to make my own corn syrup, and I'll show you how we're going to do it. And I'm not going to be using eggs either. So let's start. What I have already here is 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, a quarter teaspoon of salt, and I have here 2 tablespoons of sugar, and we're going to add 5 1/3 tablespoons of butter, or a third cup of butter. So, but we need it to be cold. So I just took it out of the refrigerator. And as you see, I'm cutting it into about, 1 tablespoon each. You don't have to be too precise, but that way it's easier for mixing. And I also already have here that I put in the refrigerator 3 tablespoons of Crisco. So let's add those in there. I put them in the refrigerator for about 10 minutes or so to cool them. But if you forget to do that, it's not going to hurt, but it's better when it's cold. And then after that, we're going to add a quarter cup of water, and then the pie crust is done. We just roll it in a plastic sheet and put it in the refrigerator for about a half hour. So let's start. I have here my food processor has a blade for dough, but if yours doesn't, it's okay. I've used one for over 20 years that had just a regular blade. It won't hurt anything. It's just that this one has it. And you'll see how fast it is to make a pie crust. Now we're going to add our quarter cup of cold water very slowly. There we go. Let's see. That's it. It's done. See how fast it is? Our pie crust is done. And here we'll unplug this for safety. And you see how it's like crumbly. If you've seen any of my other, apple pies or some of the other pies I've made, you see how I make my crusts here. All right, there we go. We're just going, again, it'll crumble like this. It's okay. This is how it's supposed to do. This is how it's supposed to be. So there we go. I'm just going to put it together here like this. All right, wrap it. Put it in the fridge for a half hour. Whoops, a piece of dough. There we go. We're gonna put it in the fridge for a half hour, and while it's cooling in there, we will get our pecans ready for the filling. Now I'm going to make my own corn syrup, or making my own syrup to replace the corn syrup. I have here 1.25 cups of sugar, and I'm going to put just a quarter cup of water, and I need to melt them. So I'm going to put them on low heat, medium, close to low, and I'm going to mix them together. Keep an eye on them, and we're going to melt them. It'll take about 6 minutes or so, but I want this sugar to melt. I want to turn it into a corn syrup. I know it's so sugary. It's it's uh, it's uh, but it's still not as bad as the corn syrup that you would buy in the store. So now again, it's on medium low. We're gonna just keep an eye on it here. This will take, and it's okay. We're spending some time getting these done while the dough is getting ready for us for our pie. Again, we need it in there for a half hour in the fridge. So we'll work on this, and we'll continue. We'll get our pecans ready. When we'll get our filling with the pecans ready. So it's a special thing you're going to see. After about a minute and a half, I turned it to medium, but I'm keeping an eye on it. So see our syrup here. You know, I want that sugar to melt. I do not want it to become part of the sugar that we're going to add later in the pecan filling. And this is going to be part of the filling. Um there we go. Look at that. It's melting nicely. Again, now it's on medium, but since I'm keeping an eye on it, there's no worry about it burning or anything like that. This is not like the other syrup, the Middle Eastern syrup, where we had some lemon, and the other one is actually, the consistency is different. It's 2 to 1, 2 sugar, 1 water. It was another total of about less than 2 minutes, I would say, like minute and a half. So like I said, about 3 minutes. Look, the sugar melted. I had it on medium, and now I turned it off. I want it to sit on the side. Doesn't matter if it's hot when we use it. Okay, let's go continue and take care of the filling. Now that we had our corn syrup taken care of, uh, I have here 1 1/4 cup of fresh pecans and 1 cup of brown sugar. I did not pack the brown sugar. I just poured it into the cup, and also 1/4 cup of white sugar, or whichever other type of sugar you like to use. And so I have them all here in the food processor. I switched the blade from the dough blade to the regular blade. I'm going to chop them together. I'm not going to make them fine, but I want them to about this size. So okay, let's start with the chopping, and let's take a look. Oh, it's perfect. See, what was it, about 20 seconds there? 15 seconds? And that's it. We're good. We're ready. It's quick. We'll unplug for safety. There we go. Put the blade to the side. And I got the bowl here. We will pour our mixture into the bowl. And what are we going to do? We have here 3/4 stick of butter, or about 6 tablespoons melted. So we're going to add it in our mixture. I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla. So here we go. 2 teaspoons is about 1 tablespoon. There we go. I improvise. Yes, it is. See, they don't teach you these things. They play tricks on you. I know. And here's our own corn syrup. We're going to put it together here. Very, very nice. Very nice. I like it. You can make sure it's still warm, because, and if you left it too long and it became sugary or something, just warm it up a little bit. That will take care of everything here. And now we're going to add seven tablespoons of cornstarch. I added more because here we go. Anyway, 7, so there's 3. All right, and then I'm going to mix them together. Then I'll get the dough out We'll pour it in the dough. We'll pour the filling in there, and then we will cover it with pecan pieces. And then we're going to bake it for 1 hour. I just started preheating my oven at 350 degrees. See, the pecan pie is really easy. I know the apple pie is the longest thing. The time that takes with the apple pie is really peeling and chopping those apples. But here, we're mixing everything together. Oh, the aroma from the pecans and the butter, the sugars that are in here, it's amazing. I wish you're here to just uh, really, it's like it makes you want to just grab a spoon and eat what's in the bowl, because especially it doesn't have an egg in there. No egg for why? It's just a personal preference. And why did we make our own corn syrup? It's also with the popular demand, and that it's healthier than just buying the store-bought corn syrup. You know, we're still, it's a dessert. We're dealing with sugar, but hey, look at that. You see that? It's beautiful, isn't it? This filling. Can you imagine how good this is going to taste? All right, we're gonna bring our dough out. It's ready. Let's see, I have 3 minutes. We'll take it out. We'll show you how we're going to make it into a crust. And we'll put this in there and we'll take care of it and put it in the oven. Our dough was in the fridge for about a half hour. And the reason I'm saying about is because, you know, it could be 2 minutes before, 2 minutes after. Don't worry about it. Don't think you have to rush in there and turn the half hour. So what I have here is what it is. Actually, it's one of those 2.5 gallon type of a Ziploc bags, and you'll find them in your stores. And I cut up the top, opened up the sides, and I'm going to put some flour on here. There we go. Let's open up our prizes over here. Here we go. Our dough, beautiful. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. And I'm going to put some more on top of it because so it doesn't stick to the top. Let's press it down like this and turn it into the perfect dough shape. There we go. And I'm joking about the perfect pie dough shape because we'll be close enough. Then we'll form it inside the pie dish. What I have is a 9-inch pie dish, and it is. I also went with the stick of butter on it. Not the whole stick, but I took a little piece of the butter and I buttered it down. And there we go. This looks good. I like it. See, then you feel with your hand, you see if there's any place thicker or thinner, and you can go like this. It's really, it's about the little techniques that we do that help. See, here's our pie dish. I'm just going to go like this and see, yep, it's good. It's not too small, not too big, and I have some of my pecans over here. Okay, so let me show you what I do. I open it up like this, put my hand under it, and there. We're going to just go like this, and then you'll see how we're going to form it inside our pie plate. Look at this beautiful, beautiful crust. All right, here we go. We're good. We'll get this little piece here. Get this out of the way. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're going to take some of the extra pieces to form them over here. And this is the norm for the homemade because we don't have like a special machine that's doing all this. But the flakiness of the pie crust is going to be so amazing. You're going to not believe yourself when you think, wow, I made this. I mean, you. Uh, the problem that you will have if you start taking it to work, as you know, it's a lovely problem. You'll get special requests to make it, to bring it. You'll be the designated pie maker, and hey, it's wonderful to enjoy our food with our friends and family. There, I wanted to show you how I'm doing the whole pie dish. Uh, I know I'm not shaping the top. If you wanted to shape it into the crisscrosses and all that, you could. I'm not going to right now. There, our pie dough is ready. Now what I want to do is also add about 2 tablespoons of water in here before I put them in there, and mix them together. There we go. I was going to put some gloves on and get all this going. There we go. And if it was sitting on the side and it felt like it was cold, you mix it together and everything will be fine. But see how it is? Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful here. Okay, let's pour our beautiful mixture in here. Sorry if you're not able to see. Here we go. Is this better? Quick and easy. It'll take about 40 minutes in total time preparation and then an hour to bake it. If you are curious about your oven to make sure it's not overcooking, you can set your timer at 50 minutes and check it and make sure your pecans are not browning. And again, as you see, I do not pre-bake my crust, and I'm not covering it while I'm baking it. I've had no issues uh, with the slow temperature cooking, low temperature cooking that we do. And you see how I'm doing the pecans. So we'll finish this. And what I did was probably here maybe there's about a cup of pecans, but if I have leftovers, I'll put them back in the bag. And we're just trying to make it look pretty on top here. All right. We'll see you when we put it in the oven. All right, we're ready to bake. The oven is at 350. We're going to set our timer for 1 hour. As I mentioned, if you're worried about your oven, set it for 50 minutes and then double check it. If you feel it needs more, if you could see, you'll be able to see with the glass how the bottom of the pie crust is. And bye-bye. See you in 1 hour, Mr. Pie. All right, it's been 1 hour since we had our pecan pie here. Look at these beautiful brown pecans, and look at the crust here. Oh, nice. Okay, what we're going to do is we need to let it rest for about 2 hours. Then you need to refrigerate it. It's best if it's refrigerated overnight. You take it out for about a half hour, and then you can eat it. Because right now it'll be too liquidy. Try dig into it. So our pie has been in the fridge overnight. I took it out for about an hour before serving to get it to room temperature. And if you liked it warmed up, you can get it warmed up whether you're using an air fryer or a microwave. But let's cut into it and see how we did. It feels really nice. It's good. There we go. Always the first slice is the hardest to cut in any, whether you're doing cake or pie. Here we go. It's a little stuck on the bottom. There we go. Oh, it's beautiful. Look at that. Beautiful pie. Can you see it? Look at the crust. Oh, this is going to be so yummy. Let's cut into it and try. Oh, that crust feels so good. Mm. Mm. Everything is cooked so well. It's really not over sweet, but it's nice. It feels really good. Let me try here a bite with a little of our vanilla ice cream. This is so good. Mm. I personally like it with some ice cream or whipped cream. Um, the flavor is really good. Everything is the crunchiness. The pecans are nicely done on top. That gives it also the extra special flavor. Again, thank you for joining me today, and don't forget to subscribe, to hit the like button, click on the bell. That way you can get notified when I'm posting new videos and new recipes. Okay, until next time, we'll see you later. Bye bye.